Westbury. I feel the crushing weight of my years. My legs ache from standing at my sloped lectern for so long. My hands, which grip penknife and quill, are cramped from hours of work. But our merciful Lord has spared me these past 58 years, through much danger, battle, and bloodshed, and I have faith that He will give me the strength to complete this task. Through the wide-open hall door, a light breeze steals in and stirs the rushes on the floor, wafting the warm scents of early autumn to where I scratch away at this parchment. The sun-baked dust of the courtyard outside, cut grass in my drying barns, and a tint of sweetness from the fruit that hangs heavy in my orchard. It has been a fat year for us here at Westbury. A hot summer ripened the crops, and now they are all gathered in, and the granaries filled to the rafters with sacks of wheat, oats, and barley. Daily the cows give up their sweet milk, the pigs are gorging on beech mast in the woods, and Marie, my daughter-in-law, who runs this manor for me, is a contented woman. God be praised for His mercy. In the spring, her cousin Osric, a portly widower of middle years, came here to occupy the position of bailiff, and he brought with him his two strong sons, Edmund and Alfred, to toil in my fields as waged farmhands. I cannot say that I like Osric. He may be the most upright, honest, hard-working fellow in Christendom, but he is as dull as unsalted spelt bread. Officious, too, when it comes to his dealings with my villeins. And yet, since his arrival at the manor, he has immeasurably transformed my life for the better. What was once a forlorn, untended estate of weed-choked fields and tumble-down buildings is now a bustling place of industry and plenty. He has collected those rents from my tenants that were long overdue. At harvest time, he rose before dawn and chivied into the fields the villeins of Westbury, who owed me week work, and arranged a modest daily payment for the franklins of the village who did not, but who were prepared to labour on my demesne. He's brought order and prosperity and happiness to the manor, and yet I still cannot like him. It may be that I do not care for him because he is such an ugly man, round in the middle like a bull, with short arms and stubby fingers, and his face, under a nearly bald scalp, is pinched like a mole's. His nose is too large, his mouth too small, and an expression of worry permanently haunts his tiny eyes. But I prefer to think it is because he has no music in his soul, no wild, untamed joy in his heart. Nevertheless, Osric's coming has been a good thing. Last year, a melancholy air had pervaded the manor. Marie and I were both struggling to find a reason to carry on living after the death from a sickness of my son, her husband, Rob. God be praised, we have a living memory of him in my grandson and namesake, Alan, who will be 8 years old this Christmas, a healthy, raucous little boy. Alan is in thrall to Osric's younger son, Alfred. He looks on the young man as a hero, a kind of demigod, and he copies everything the tall farmhand does. Alfred had taken to wearing a band of linen around his brow, to catch the sweat before it dripped into his eyes as he worked his sickle on the standing wheat. And so, of course, little Alan must fashion a similar cloth headband for himself, too. When Alfred let slip that he was fond of buttermilk, Alan began following him around with a pitcher of the liquor in case he might be thirsty. Harmless, boyish foolishness, you will say. Possibly. But I have decided that I will soon send Alan away to be educated, in accordance with his rank, at another manor far away.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.